Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. So today's video is a little bit unplanned in that I was actually planning on recording a totally different thing today, but I received a comment on a video from, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I just thought it was such an interesting topic that I went ahead and push the other stuff aside. And this was a comment from my lovely subscriber, Shelley Carlson. So a big thanks to Shelley for leaving this comment. It was something that I never really even have thought to address in a video, but I think it's a very interesting topic, and I'm super excited to hear what you guys have to say about it. And the topic is, what do I do about my facial hair? Because here's the thing, I do have it. And I am noticing the older I get and as my hormones start to, do some different things, I have definitely had an increase in the peach fuzz on my face. Here's the thing though, I don't remove it. I leave it. I leave the peach fuzz that is around this part of my face here. I don't have what I would call a mustache necessarily, but I do have, again, it's almost like a really light peach fuzz. I think I'm lucky in that I was born a blonde. Didn't always have this gray hair, but I think I'm lucky in that the hair on my face that does come in is very, very light. It's also very fine. When I was growing up, I always actually admired the peach fuzz on my Oma's face. I loved touching her face, and I love how soft it felt. Never once did I think there was anything weird or gross or off about facial hair on women when I was growing up. I mean, I certainly had my time in the early 90s where I plucked the living daylights out of my eyebrows. You guys who've been with me for a while have heard me talk about this eyebrow journey of mine. These brows, if you're new, they are tattooed on my face because I was that girl in 1991, 1992, who was in middle school, who thought, you know what, it's a good idea to just pluck out my eyebrows and have like a thin strip. A lot of people did that back then. I'm sure there are many of you who are the same age as me who in the 90s had the Pam Anderson brows, right? Like that was just kind of the thing to have. So I certainly removed my eyebrow hair, but I don't think that I had a whole lot of peach fuzz up until I got to I would say it was after I gave birth to Stella. So I had Stella when I was 33, and there were definitely some changes in my body after having a child. And I think it was within a year or two after having Stella that I started noticing that I had quite a bit of peach fuzz that comes in. I can certainly see it when I take a selfie for Instagram, especially for some reason with the forward facing camera, it really picks it up. And I do think that my choice of foundation, which for me is powder foundation, tends to, cling to the hairs a little bit, especially if I don't do a very good job of buffing the powder foundation into my skin. So I can certainly sometimes see the powder foundation clinging to the hairs, but it's never bothered me. That being said, I know a lot of women who shave their face, go to either a dermatologist or an esthetician to have dermaplaning done. I have so many girlfriends that use the depilatory products on their face. So things like Nair, I'm sure there's other options besides Nair, but honestly, I know so little about hair removal for the face that I don't even know if Nair is still a thing. I've heard it in the past. I think that the thing that's definitely the most popular right now is women shaving their faces. I know several girlfriends that do it once a week or once every couple weeks, and they just use a fresh razor, or they buy those little, like, I think they're called like the Tinkle razors. I'm sure there's different brands besides the Tinkle brand, but you know, they'll go in and they will shave everything off. And I guess one of the benefits of doing that is you are also getting a really great exfoliation. That being said, I don't really need the exfoliating part because I use so many wonderful chemical exfoliants. And as you guys know, I am still one of the few people that does enjoy a manual exfoliation as well. So there are certain scrubs that I still use, but I'm also very gentle with them and I don't use them as frequently anymore. And I think there's ways to use them, especially depending on your skin type, and not necessarily cause damage. So my skin is not delicate. It is not easily damaged. I've had people tell me, you have very tough skin. In fact, I just came back from the dermatologist this morning for my yearly mole scan. Good news, no concerns there. Definitely a little sidebar, but I encourage you to go do a mole check with your dermatologist at least once a year, but bare minimum, if you've never done it, go have a baseline check done and just see if there's anything that you should actually be watching out for. I think that's so important. But anyway, sidebar over. Let's get back to the facial hair. Do I see myself maybe someday waxing my face or shaving my face or anything like that? I don't necessarily. I don't mind the facial hair. I've never once looked at another woman and thought, gross. Like, it's just, I don't know. There's obviously so many beauty trends and fads that, you know, I get behind. I've told you guys that I do get Xeomin for the lines in my forehead. So Xeomin is it's a type of Botox. It has none of like the same proteins as Botox. So I feel like it lasts a lot longer than Botox does. But yeah, I have no shame about changing your appearance if that helps you feel more confident or just makes you feel better about yourself. So if shaving your face makes you feel better, I say definitely go for it. But I don't know, for me, it's once again, one of those nostalgic things where I grew up with, you know, admiring my Oma's beautiful skin. And part of what I admired was that it was really soft. And one of the reasons it was so soft was not only that she took good care of her skin, but that she had that peach fuzz. Hi, Lisa. So, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you shave your face? Do you use the depilatories? Do you wax? Do you have someone do it for you? Do you do it at home? Do you feel like it's safe? How do you deal with the irritation if you do get irritation from either of those treatments? Do you think it's worth it? I don't know. Tell me. I'm really curious about this one because when Shelley asked this question, I was like, that is probably one of the most kind of questions that I've gotten in a while. Like, I had to think about it for a second because I was like, I've never once thought about even doing something about this. I don't mind it, but I know a lot of people do. So, leave me your thoughts down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say or what you think about facial hair on women. Do you think that women should absolutely remove it? Do you think it should just be do whatever you want? I don't know. Obviously, my camp is do whatever floats your boat. For me, I think I'm just going to keep it. It's soft, and if you guys see some peach fuzz on my Instagram pictures and it bothers you, you can scroll by. You don't have to look at it. I don't know. it's one of those things where I'm like, that is not the battle that I'm going to fight, you know? There's other things I'd rather do. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in today. I'm so excited to read your comments down below. Let me know if you have any questions for me. I feel like I was pretty honest and open about my thoughts, but if there's something I missed, definitely I'm happy to answer any questions. And a big thank you to Shelley for suggesting this video. I think it's a very fascinating topic. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.